Hah?
Jelek.
Ya kayak di apa ya?
Padang
Kering
pasir.
semua.
Padang pasir.
Bukan padang pasir, karena ini kan kayak batu-batuan. Yang mana bahkan mana kemarin tidak ada apa-apa. Bukit-bukit sih, asik. Oh, sangat jauh sekali. Warnanya kelabu, ada merah-merahnya.
Five, 4, engine ignition, 2, 1, 0. Relay and liftoff. As the countdown to Mars continues, the perseverance of humanity launching the next generation of robotic explorers to the Red Planet.
On July 30th, 2020, a United Launch Alliance Atlas V rocket lifted off from Cape Canaveral, Florida, carrying the next generation of Mars exploration vehicles, the Perseverance rover and the Ingenuity helicopter. And today, on February 18th, 2021, if all goes to plan, the two vehicles will land safely on the Martian surface after their long 7-month journey to the Red Planet. Only 40% of missions sent to Mars have been successful, and Perseverance will have to endure a vicious and complicated landing sequence as its creators wait, powerless to intervene, waiting for news of its success back in Pasadena. The Perseverance rover is the largest and heaviest rover JPL has ever sent to Mars, heavier than the Curiosity rover by 100 kilograms, and with that extra weight comes a whole host of new gadgets. This isn't some slightly upgraded version of the Curiosity rover. Perseverance is benefiting from almost 10 years of advancement of technology. It's packed with fascinating and novel technologies that will form a stepping stone in humankind's eventual first steps on the surface of the Red Planet. This is the insane engineering of the Perseverance rover. Perseverance, hopefully, is now safely on the ground, where it will live a long, illustrious life on the Red Planet. We have learned some things from the Curiosity rover that will hopefully help Perseverance avoid the struggles its predecessor is experiencing. We have made an entire video on the struggles of the Curiosity rover wheels and how they've been gradually falling apart on the harsh Martian surface. In the end, the engineers of JPL did not opt for shape memory alloy wheels like the ones we discussed in that video, but simply increased the diameter of the wheels, decreased their width, and increased their thickness, while incorporating sturdier curved threads that will better resist crack growth than Curiosity's sharp cornered threads. They have also foregone the rectangular cutouts which imprinted Morse code, spelling out the rover's origins in the rusty dirt of its new home. There is a whole host of new software upgrades too, like the algorithm that determines when to open the parachute. In the last mission, the parachute simply deployed when the target speed of 1,450 kilometers per hour was reached, after most of the hypersonic re-entry speed of 21,450 kilometers per hour had been bled off. For Perseverance, JPL wanted to increase the accuracy of their landing. So this time around, the chute will open when it is approaching the optimal trajectory for the landing site. It will also be scanning the surface of the landing site and correlating those images to its pre-existing map to allow the sky crane to choose the best landing site with minimal obstacles. Perseverance's ground navigation systems have also been significantly upgraded, with its optical sensors feeding data to a machine learning vision algorithm, allowing Perseverance to find its own path through the rough terrain of Mars, where Curiosity had to constantly stop and start with help from its earthbound controllers. Perseverance is benefiting massively from the past decade of improvements in autonomous flight and driving developed by the drone and automotive industries. This will mean Perseverance will be able to cover much more ground during its life. Here in Jezero Crater, a massive crater that was once home to a lake the same size as Lake Tahoe. You can see the remnants of this ancient riverbed and delta spilling into what may have once been a habitable body of water. It is here that Perseverance will scour for signs of life. Before we get into all the gadgets it will use to do this, let's look at how Perseverance will power them. The Perseverance rover features the same radioisotope thermoelectric generator as the Curiosity rover. RTGs work by converting the heat from the natural decay of radioisotopes into electricity. It uses a simple principle called the Seebeck effect to generate electricity. The Seebeck effect essentially allows us to generate an electric current through a heat differential. As charge carriers, both electrons and electron holes will move from hot to cold. So, if we have two semiconductors, one with charge carriers in the form of electrons and one with charge carriers in the form of holes, a potential difference between the two semiconductors will form when a heat gradient is applied. This potential difference causes...
You control your screen using your phone or buttons on the screen. 360-degree technology needs a lot of hard work. The image you're seeing is all real, and captured using the vehicles NASA sent to Mars for the first time in human history. We can see the details of Mars through 3 vehicles. Sent the most important of these images is 4K resolutions and up to 8K resolution, so relax and enjoy. These pictures you're watching images taken using 3 vehicles. Our Spirit, Opportunity, Curiosity. Please note that the cameras are filmed with the highest resolution in the world. Most people wonder why a video of Mars is not being taken. Answer first of all. These cameras can't send much information because of the poor transmission in beyond Mars from our planet. These vehicles can only send 23 kilobit of ohms, and the moment the spacecraft is behind Mars, it can't be sent to a float, of course, but when you're directly with the planet, it can send 2 megabytes per second, and that's where the problem is, that the transmission duration is only 8 minutes per day second. Since there's nothing moving on Mars, there's no need to shoot a video. This image is the largest human-made mosaic designed from a 1.8 million. Imagine the suffering of my computer. While dealing with this picture, you'll see mud hills here, the first evidence of water previously on Mars. You will surely wonder why the color of the sky varies from image to image. The truth is, the color of the pictures is red and blurry, and some of them are black or yellow. The reason NASA has edited some images so that people can properly identify the details. Currently, Curiosity is the only planet operating on Mars right now, unfortunately. Previous vehicle Spirit, Opportunity destroyed on Mars in the moving sand, and the sand covered the solar panels. It was completely disconnected and she eventually died. Opportunity, it was lost in a storm of moving sand, and therefore froze to death completely. That's why NASA is designing a rover that will be able to carry a drone that can detect the moving sand remotely to avoid further losses. This prompts NASA to steer its vehicles in another way, as you can see in the picture, the process of changing the course around the mountain to avoid moving sand. If we look at the picture, watch the vehicle's wheel path plus, we'll see dust on the deck of the ship. The mountain you're watching is Mount Sharp. Relative to the acute situations on it, it's NASA's first challenge, because it's thinking about how to send this Paceto the top. The dunes are called Bagman Dunes. Caution here is important from the drawings. So the vehicle is determined to avoid moving sand as much as possible, but the important question is, this is NASA's third vehicle to Mars. Subscribe to the channel to follow more in the future.
Padang pasir Sahara.
Kayak waktu kita ke itu enggak Maroko yang padang pasir.
Tapi kalau di situ dia udah gak bisa gerak kan. Jadi putihnya ada batu-batuan.
Gimana nggak bisa gerak? Gimana nggak bisa gerak?
Ya kalau dia kena pasir bisa gerak. Ada yang kena pasir terjebak, pasirnya bergerak. Susah deh.
Jadi maksudnya itu jahat banget sih itu.
Apa?
Alam di sana. Mari kamu makan.
Oh. Ada leg and stretch. Dulu ada danau, ada sungai.